all of you. Okay, so welcome to our class. Okay, okay. Apologies for the confusion that we had at the beginning. Okay, so last time I think we met. I hope Karen and like you have been able to solve your e-learning issues. So kindly sort them out because don't forget we may have to do a cut maybe in the next 2 or so weeks. Okay, so sort your e-learning issues so that that will be possible for all of us. Okay. So maybe just a quick recap of what we were discussing last time. Okay, before we proceed to a new area. Okay. Just check as to whether you can hear me. Let me just. Let me just check from one of you. Emma, you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So last time we were discussing, or we did conclude on audit sampling. Okay, we went ahead and mentioned all the different methods that you can use when it comes to carrying out the sample. Okay, and we also did discuss on how we carry out the evaluation of the result. Okay, how do we evaluate the result from the sample? Okay, and we said don't forget you have to first of all have already set the tolerable misstatements as well as the tolerable rate of deviation. Okay, so depending on whether you're doing a test of control or whether you're carrying out a test of detail. Okay, so in case you're doing a substantive, okay, so you're carrying out a substantive audit procedure, okay, or what we call simply the test of detail, then don't forget you will need to use the tolerable misstatement, okay, the tolerable misstatement, okay. So you set it as an way in advance, okay, before you even do the test on the sample, okay, that if the misstatement goes beyond this particular amount, then I can tolerate them, okay. If we go above it, okay, then we may need, for example, either to conclude as to whether those misstatements are material, or maybe we need to carry further on procedure, okay. Then in case you're doing a test of control, okay, in case you're doing a test of control, you're doing a test of control, don't forget you're going to have already set the tolerable rate of deviation, okay, is going to be a percent, okay, that in case, for example, a given percent of the controls are not working, okay, so if, for example, more than 10%, if more than 10% of the controls are not working, then you can conclude that the internal control system of your client is ineffective, okay, so you set it in advance, okay. Then of course you carry out the actual, okay, so you carry out the test on the actual sample you've taken on the actual controls of the company, then you compare the rate of deviation of the sample you've taken versus the tolerable rate of deviation you had set from the beginning, okay. If it's going to be above, okay, what you had set, then you can conclude the controls are ineffective. Okay, or you may, for example, want to carry out further audit procedures. Okay, maybe you can increase the sample size, whatever it is. Okay, but generally you can't stop there if the actual rate of deviation is higher than the tolerable rate of deviation. Okay, so you make a comparison of those two things. Okay, I think that's what we were discussing last time. Okay, so today I want us we discuss on what we call the computer assisted audit techniques. Okay, the CATs, the computer assisted audit technique. Okay, CATs. Now, what's the course CATs? Okay, CAT is simply the use of computer. So any instance where you as an auditor, you're going to be using a computer to help you out in any area, okay, during your audit field work, okay, it's what referred to as the CATs, okay, the computer assisted audit technique, okay. So in instance that you shall be using a computer to assist you in carrying out audit work, okay, be it be complex audit procedure, be it be a simple calculation, simple mathematics, okay, adding things up, okay, that's called CATs. Okay? So CATS is simply the use of computer in any or during the audit process. Okay, irrespective of how complex the task is, irrespective of how simple the task at hand is. Okay, if you see, for example, you can be using PowerPoint, okay, to make a presentation to the board of directors. Okay, that's the use of CATS. Okay, you're simply using computer to assist you in carrying audit work. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a very complex task. Okay, for you to use a computer. Okay, so any instance as to where you're going to be using, okay, the computer to assist you in carrying out the audit work, okay, is what referred to as the CATS. Okay. So technically, we can define the CATS. It involves using a computer to perform audit work. Okay. The computer can be used to perform either the substantive test, okay, the test of detail, as well as the substantive analytical procedures or the test of control. Okay. And as I mentioned, simply, CAT is any instance that as an auditor, you're going to be using a computer to assist you in carrying out some work, okay, to assist you in carrying out some work, okay, be it on addition, okay, be it on the presentation bit of it, okay, be it on doing, for example, a financial statement ratio analysis, okay, be it to maybe assist you to pick a sample, okay. I think we did this with Excel. So any instance that again using you're going to be using as the aid of computer, okay, during the audit work is what we refer to as the CATS, the computer assisted audit techniques. Okay. Generally, okay, we can classify the CATS in two main categories. Okay, we have what we call the use of the audit software, and you have the use of test data. Okay, those are the two main classification of the CATS. Okay, the audit software and the test data. Okay. So audit software is an instance that you can be using the softwares. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be a special audit software. Okay, they can also be used what we call the utility softwares. For example, the Excel, the Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, the use of Microsoft Word, for example, in preparing the engagement letter. So any instance you can use softwares. Okay, is referred to as the use of audit software. Okay, it doesn't really have to be a software specially designed for audit. Okay, even though that is going to be one of the key audit software we shall be using. Okay, when it comes to carry out the audit work. Okay, then on the side of the test data. Okay, on the side of the test data, if for example you're doing what we call a walkthrough test. Okay, if you're carrying out a walkthrough test. Now, just to have a recap, what is a walkthrough test? Let me check one of you just to assist me on what we call a walkthrough test. Ashley.
Yes.
What's a walkthrough test? Ashley, you can hear us? Hey, Ashley, you got mute. What happened? You ran away. Karen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, what's a walkthrough test?
From what I remember,
yes,
is where an auditor decides to check the internal controls of the company if they are working.
So, sorry?
And in case the auditor checks whether the internal controls, the controls of the company are working.
Mm-hmm.
And in case of anything that has come to their attention, they can report it to the management.
Okay, I agree to some extent, okay, that a walkthrough test is going to be carried out when doing the test of control. I agree, okay, on that bit of it, okay. So, sorry, Ashley, let me get back to Ashley so that she can expound on where you have stopped, Karen. So, Ashley, let me unmute you. Ashley, now you can hear us? You can hear me? Hey, what's happening? Ashley?
Yes. Yes. Please come, please. Pardon?
A walk-through test. What is it? Ashley, you're there? Hey, Ashley, you have lost you again, or what? Okay, let's pass the mic to someone else. Let's see. Delphine. Delphine.
Yes.
What's a walkthrough test?
It's where you do a step-by-step analysis of the transactions to a step-by-step analysis of transactions.
With what's the objective?
To see if the results are, if what you're working with is reliable.
Okay, let me combine what you explained and what Karen explained on the walkthrough test. Okay, so simply a walkthrough test. Okay, it's where as an auditor, don't forget it's good that you'll be revising. Okay, a walkthrough test we are simply trying to see if, for example, you want to test on a cycle. Okay, for example, a sales cycle, or in case we have a purchase cycle. Okay, we want to assess are the control within this particular cycle working. So what do? You attempt to, for example, okay, you go all the way to the beginning, okay, of that transaction, okay. So as Jeff is saying, as you go step by step from this particular point, what's the next step in the cycle? Once we do this point, then what follows? Once we complete this stage, what comes after? Now, in each of the cycle, from the beginning until the end, there are some controls that we are going to be expecting to exist. Okay, there's some controls that we expect to exist. Now, what do you do as an auditor? Now, you're going to go through that cycle, trying to assess, are the controls I was expecting to exist, are they there? And if they're there, are they working, for example? Okay, called a walk-through test. Okay, so you're going to go, for example, the beginning of where the cycle begin. Okay, go through the entire cycle from the beginning until the end. Okay, trying to make an assessment: are the controls I was expecting to exist, are they existing? Okay, that's called a walk-through test. You're going to go through the cycle, for example, from the beginning until the end. Okay, they call a walk-through test. Okay. Now, one of the ways you can carry out a walkthrough test is by the use of test data. Okay, the use of the test data. Okay. Now, what's test data? If, for example, you can have, or if you have the cycle, okay, is a purchase cycle. What if you come up with a fictitious, let's say, purchase? Okay, you're going to test whether the cycle controls are working. So you can come up, for example, with maybe just a fictitious, okay, purchase. You take that purchase from all the way from the beginning, okay, all the way from the step number one, okay, all the things that are meant to be done when the company is doing a purchase. Okay, if, for example, the first thing you're going to raise a requisition, you do the same thing. You raise a fictitious requisition. It goes to the head of the department. Okay, so that transaction, okay, that fictitious or that dummy transaction takes all the necessary steps from the beginning until the end. But don't forget, this is a dummy transaction you're trying to carry out with the aim of carrying out a test of control. Now, that dummy or that fictitious transaction you're carrying out is called a test data. Okay, that's referred to as the test data. Okay, it's a fictitious transaction. Okay, with the aim of, for example, doing a test of control or doing a test of detail. One thing you have to be careful is that once you've done, for example, you've done the test, the fictitious or this dummy purchase, all the way from the beginning until the end. Okay, then at the end of the day, don't forget you need to delete it. Okay, because this is a fictitious data. This is a dummy data. Okay. And if you're going to do it on the client system, then you have to be careful that you don't want to damage, you don't want to corrupt the client data. Okay, so once you've done the test, then of course you need to delete it. Okay, I'll call test data. Okay, so you're going to use dummy or fictitious data with the aim of trying either to do a test of control or you try to do a test of detail. Okay. So anyway, I shall go in detail in the next few slides. You mentioned one of the key classification, okay, of the cuts is the use of audit software. As I mentioned, simply anywhere you're going to be using computer software, anywhere you're going to be using computer programs, okay, to assist you in any audit work is what referred to as the audit. So is what referred to as the cuts, okay. Not software consists of computer programs used by the auditor as part of its own procedure to process data of audit significance, okay. So that's simply referred to as audit software, okay? And as I mentioned, don't forget, it's not a must that this software must have been specially made for the purpose of the audit, okay? It can be a general software, okay? An example, the Excel, okay, which I think we have been using in some instances, okay? For example, when it comes to extracting a sample, okay? If, for example, you want to use the random sampling method, okay? So the use of the Excel can help you out in picking the sample. If you want to do this analysis, okay, you can use Excel. Okay, so all these are referred to as the audit software. Okay, in the general classification of the cuts. Okay, so you can have cases, okay, where the audit softwares are specially made for the purpose of audit. Okay, so this particular software was made with the sole purpose of carrying out the audit. Okay, or can have an instance, okay, where the audit software you're doing, okay, it's a general software, okay. It was not purposely meant for the audit purposes, okay. So it can be used for any other work, not just for the matters of audit significance, okay. Now, what can the audit software help us to do? Okay, there are a number of things that the audit software can help us in doing. Okay, for example, you've discussed them. Okay, I already mentioned some of them. One of them, for example, it can help in extracting a sample. Okay, which I think we have already mentioned. Okay, in the use of, for example, three random numbers. Okay, so I think you've done this in selecting a random sample. Okay, where you can use Excel. Okay, where you just define. Okay, I want my my numbers to begin from X to end at Y. Okay, so and I want 10 numbers. Okay, so you just define that in Excel. Okay, and can help you. It can help you out in picking up the sample. Okay. Also, you can extract, for example, a sample based on the amount. In case, for example, you're doing the monthly sampling method, okay, or based on the amount, okay, or at certain dates, okay. In case you want to find, for example, the sample based on dates, okay. So all this, for example, is the use is how maybe the old softwares can help you out. In point number two, okay, in this point number two, we can also use old software in, for example, doing calculation, okay, in doing calculations, okay. So the ratio analysis, I think I've already mentioned that, okay, where you can use Excel, for example, in carrying out a financial statement analysis as part of your substantive analytical procedure, okay, as part of your substantive analytical procedures, okay. Don't forget the use of what we call the substantive analytical procedures. Okay, maybe just to check on someone. What is substantive analytical procedures? Let me check on someone. What do we call substantive analytical procedure? Samuel?
Yeah.
Yes. What is substantive analytical procedures?
These are procedures which are performed in detail.
They're performed in detail. So are they test of details?
No, generally, most of, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that is from Samuel. Let's check someone else. Okay. Quinta.
Yes.
Yes.
Substantive analytical procedures are procedures
Yes.
designed to detect material misstatements at a certain level, and mostly comparison is involved.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe don't forget, the key term there is about the use of comparisons, okay? The use of comparisons, don't forget, okay? So don't forget the key difference between the test of detail and the substantive analytical procedure is more towards that in the case of the test, the case of the substantive analytical procedures, we are doing the comparisons, okay? We want to compare things, okay? Compare, for example, ratio for this year versus ratio for last year. We want to compare the current status of the company versus the market, how the market is like, okay? Don't forget all those, the use of comparison. You want to compare to A versus B or C versus D, okay? That's called the use of the substantive analytical procedure. And that's why it's that ratio analysis is one of the key examples of the substantive analytical procedures, okay? And of course, the Excel can help you out in doing this, okay? Even without thinking of the advanced audit programs, okay? The Excel can help you out in doing this, okay? Another way you can use Excel is the use of trying to check on the mathematical accuracy, okay? On the use of the addition, okay? The use of subtraction, okay? Even multiplication. The simple arithmetics, okay? The Excel is good at that, okay? For sure, it's much better in that, okay? Okay, so that's on the procedures, or some of the procedures that can be done. Okay, let's continue. Hope it's clear to all of you. And of course, they can be used in preparing the reports. Okay, they can also be used in stratifying the data. Okay, you see that it is possible for you to group the data, maybe based on the invoice amount, based on the invoice date. Okay, based on customer. Okay. So all these are, it is possible, okay, for us to do through the use of the audit softwares, okay. Produce letters, a simple example, the use of Word, okay, the use of Microsoft Word, okay. It can help you out in preparing letters, okay. Either in case you're doing, for example, the customer or the receiver confirmation, okay, or in case you're doing suppliers confirmation, okay, you want to ask the customer from the company's record. This is what we as an auditor have been able to identify, okay, that you owe the company $10,000, okay. We would want you to confirm for us, okay, how much from your side you owe the company, okay. So you're going to prepare a letter addressed to the customer, okay, and you want a response to them. How do you prepare? Simply the use of the Word, okay. Microsoft Word can help you out in doing this, okay. Then also it can also help you in tracing transaction through the computer system. Okay, so more or less, okay, this may require Excel can help you out in this. Okay, in tracing transaction. Okay, however, it might not be the best. Okay, so here special or what called the specialized. Okay, so in this context, maybe the use of the specialized audit software can be good. Okay, especially audit software. But even though actually you can use Excel in tracing the transaction. Okay, in tracing how the transaction went through. Okay, it is possible for you to do that. Okay. Okay, let me just actually open an Excel. Okay, I show you the function for tracing transaction through. Okay, so let me just open my Excel. Okay, I'm trying to see that function where it is possible to trace the transaction. Here it is. Okay, so let me share my Excel. Okay, I hope you can all see my Excel here. Okay, so you can see there's a function written trace precedence or dependence. Okay, you can be able to see it here. You can see where my cursor is. Okay, you can trace. Okay, you can see where my cursor is. Okay, we can see it. Trace precedence and trace dependence. Okay, so this is where you can be able to fall back, and let's see if I can go to. I can remember that function. Let's see if I can get one. Can remember how you can trace it. If, for example, you want to, there was some data that was analyzed in Excel. Okay, for example, in my cell here, I have that 4, I have that 5, okay, and I want to get the sum, okay, so the sum of those two, okay. So in cell number A3, okay, it was obtained from A1 and obtained from A2. Now, you can be able, the use of trace precedence, okay, can assist you in being able to tell where did 79 come from, okay. Let's see if they can tell us. Now, you can see it is telling us, okay, so you just click on trace precedence, okay. It is telling us 79 came from those two. It came from A1 and came from A2, okay. So it is possible for you to trace the transaction, okay. If, for example, we have, okay, assume that this is particular, let me here. Assume that this, for example, was sales for region A, okay, so this regional sales, okay, so these are sales, okay, and they are as per the region, okay. Assume that this is start here, this is region A, okay, this was B, this is region C, okay. Assume that only, for example, 4 regions upon which the company was making sales to, okay. So they just have figures here. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna just assume that these are company, or these are branches of company. Okay, so and here there is a total for that branch. Okay, so I can drag my formula. Then here you can have the company total sales for the year. Okay, total sales for the year. Okay, so this is going to be the sum of all the sales made from each of the region, all the way from A to D. Okay, so also the use of trace precedence can tell you where the 317 come from. Okay, by simply doing also the trace precedence. Okay, it can tell you that it came from A, from B, from C, and from D. Okay, if you click further, you can see where did 979 come from. It came from 34 and 45. Okay, so the use of this function can help you out in trying to know where how the transaction came about. Okay, you can go to trace. Okay, and for tracing the transaction through the system. Okay, now this is a simple tracing function. Okay, this is a very simple one. Okay, however, in case we are going to go through complex transaction, then you may want to use, for example, specialized audit softwares to help you out in carrying out that transaction. Okay. Okay, I hope that's clear to all of you. Okay, that is the use of the tracing transaction through the system. Okay, so go back to our notes. Okay. And that was on that point. Okay, tracing transaction through the system. Okay, it is possible for you to do that. Okay, clear. So David, we'll check on you. Where is David? David, oh, he's in. Yes, David.
Yes, it's clear.
It's clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, David. So those are some. Okay, don't forget you have to have your open mind. You have to have an open mind. Okay. If, for example, you're told that discuss how the cards can, or how the company, or how the old software can help you out. If you're told me to discuss 7, okay, or 7 ways upon which cards or the use of computer software can help you out. Okay, so don't forget you must have an open mind, okay, towards it. Now, what are some of the old softwares that you can use? Okay, the first one is called the use of the Generalized Audit software, or simply called the GAS. Okay, Generalized Audit software. Okay, now these are series of computer programs, routines that can read computer files, select desired information, perform the penalty calculation, print report in an auditor specified format. Okay, so it is possible, actually. Okay, I hope you have been able to do. I don't know whether you have been able to do that. Okay, that you can be able to tailor make. Okay, an Excel to be like an accounting software. Okay, I hope I don't know whether you have already been able to do that. Okay, but it is possible for you to tailor make the Excel. Okay, to be just like an accounting software. Okay, or you can tailor make the Excel to your own to your own criteria. Okay, so it is possible for the Excel to be modified. Okay, to change the program, to change the codes of the Excel. Okay, to be suitable to a given function. Okay, so it is possible for you to make it. Okay, is that the case? Therefore, if you have made that software, okay, maybe what we call a utility software, okay, to be suitable for your own function. Okay, like I have mentioned, you make the Excel. Okay, don't forget this particular software was not designed for audit. However, things have been tweaked. Okay, with the purpose or with the audit in mind. Okay, then that software in that context, therefore, is going to be referred to as the generalized audit software. Okay, because therefore, generalized audit software in itself, originally, it was not meant for audit purposes. Okay, however, it has been tweaked in line with audit, for example. Okay, it becomes called generalized audit software. Okay. They enable the auditor to have direct access to the computerized records and to deal effectively with large quantities of data. Okay, they can quickly scan, test, summarize. So all those functions now can be done, for example, by the use of a tweaked, in quotes, Excel. Okay, called a generalized audit software. Okay, a generalized audit software, which clear. Okay, so just to give you a simple example of what we call a generalized audit software. Okay, example is where a company can tailor make. Okay, the company tailor makes its audit software. Okay, from Excel. Okay, on whatever software it is. Okay, but don't forget this software originally was not meant for the audit. Okay, it is a general software. However, with the time, the company has tweaked it to an extent that it can be used as an audit software. It's called a generalized audit software. Okay. Then you have to call the purpose written programs. Okay, the next one, or the next type of audit software. Hope it's clear on the general audit software. If not, don't forget to ask. I've got the purpose written programs. Okay, purpose written programs. Okay. Now, these are programs that are purely designed, or they were originally designed for the purpose of the audit. Okay, so they were designed for the purpose of the audit. Okay, so when they were being tailor-made, okay, so they're purely, or they are tailor-made for audit purposes. Okay, they're tailor-made purposely for the audit purposes. So the program, okay, in itself, okay, when it was being designed, okay, it was designed for the sake of doing audit work. Okay, it was designed for doing audit work. Okay, that's the key criteria here. Okay, don't forget the use of the gas. They were not designed for the work of audit. Okay, for the purpose of the audit work. Okay, however, in the case of the purpose written programs, okay, from the beginning, okay, so when they were being coded, okay, they were coded for the sake of audit. Okay, called the purpose written programs. Okay, they are computer programs designed by the auditor or the MC or another programmer to perform audit tasks in specific circumstances. Okay, so they are purpose written for the sake of audit. Okay, so they're designed, okay, with audit in mind. Okay, they call the use of the other code factors as a purpose written programs. Okay. So the auditor may sometimes use the programs, okay, of the entry in the same or in a modified form. Okay. If, for example, these were bought from an external party, okay, so these were bought, okay, so from an external party, okay, so externally, okay, maybe there's something that maybe as an auditor, okay, you may not want in that particular software, okay. They are audit software, however, they are not suitable to your own circumstance, okay. So what can you do? You can, for example, try to tweak them also, okay. Don't forget the key differentiation between the GAS and the purpose written programs. Okay, for the purpose written programs, they are designed purposely for the audit work. Okay, and as mentioned here, you can decide as an auditor, I'll tweak one area or another. Okay, I may want that maybe I don't like how this audit software is like. Okay, so what do? You can tweak it. Okay, to your own to be suitable to your own circumstances. Okay, that's what was the purpose written programs. Okay. So, but it may not be used at the many client sites that cost consideration should be taken care of. Okay, of course you have to consider. Okay, because these programs are quite expensive. Okay, one of the program, okay, out there is called Reuters. Okay, Reuters actually is a company that generally do prepares. Okay, they're involved in financial data. Okay, so and actually they do have audit softwares. Okay, so Reuters have audit softwares. However, they're quite expensive. Okay, if anything, they go to the tens of millions. Okay, when it comes to their purchase. Okay, and of course there is going to be renewal rights. Okay, every year. Okay, so they may not be available to every audit firm in the market. Okay, so the cost has to be one of the key things that you have to consider as an auditor when it comes to the use of purpose-limited programs. Okay, do I have enough clients? Okay, to be able to absorb the cost of these programs? Okay, so you have to put that into consideration. Okay, when it comes to the use of purpose-limited programs. Okay. Then you have to call the utility programs. Okay, that's on the purpose-limited programs. Then you have to call utility programs. Okay, the use of the utility programs. Okay, these are programs. Okay, that generally, okay, they were not written for the sake of the audit. Okay, they are not written for the sake of audit. Okay, I go back to my classic example, the use of Excel. Okay, it was not written for the purpose of the audit. However, you as an auditor, you may want to use them for audit. Okay, but don't forget here, we are not trying to tweak them. Okay, so here we are not trying to tweak them to be suitable to our own circumstances, because in case you do, then they become the generalized audit softwares. Okay, so here we are going to be using the softwares as raw as they are. Okay, so the purpose of the audit, it will refer to as the utility programs. Okay, so we're going to be using this program purposely as they are. So we don't need to change things here. We don't need to try to either code them, okay, to be suitable for our own criteria. We just use them as raw as they are, okay, or based off the utility programs. Okay, I was clear on the utility programs. Okay. Then you have the next classification of the programs. Okay, it's called the use of the system management software. Okay, the system management softwares. Okay, so maybe just here before we go. Okay, e.g. The use of the Microsoft, the use of the Microsoft Excel. Okay, so don't forget here we want to use it as raw as it is. Okay, we're not going to tweak it. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're going to use as raw as it is, okay, without the need for us to tweak it, okay, because in case we tweak it, then no, that's become there for now, okay, become there for what is referred to as the generalized audit software, okay. Then you have got the system management softwares, okay. Essentially, okay, in the system management software, okay, as an auditor, you may have your own audit software. You may have, for example, your own audit software, okay. Let me use my board, okay, to slightly explain what we mean by this. If, let me check my board. Okay. So if, for example, you have here your own audit software as an auditor, so this is your own audit software, okay, and you have here the client software, the client accounting software, okay, so the client accounting software, okay, so you have the two of them here, okay. Sometimes it could be possible that the two software can be able to communicate, okay? The two software can be able to communicate, okay? For example, you can be able to extract the data from the client software directly into your own software, okay? Without the need for example, the manual systems, okay? The manual typing, okay? Or the manual transfer of data, okay? So if that is possible, then it makes your work very easy, okay? It becomes quite easy for you to do the test on your software as opposed on the client system, because the two systems between your audit system and the client system are working. But there could be instances where the communication is not possible, where the two systems cannot communicate. Now, what do you do in that context, therefore? what do you do as an auditor? Okay, you may have to employ a third software. Okay, so here, we're going to have a specially designed software. Okay, that has so here you may have a software, okay, that come in between, okay, between the two softwares to assist in communication, okay, so that it tries as much as possible to be go between the two softwares, okay, the client software and the auditor software now. Okay, so you're trying to, it links the two systems. Okay, if for example, they have issues in communication, so you're trying to link the two systems. Okay, now this system is called the system management software, for example. Okay, the system management software. Okay, so it can assist you as an auditor in being able to interlink the two systems. Okay, now that's always one of the examples of what we call the system management software. Okay, it tries to ensure that there's going to be an ease of communication between the auditor software and the client accounting software as the client is using. Okay, to make, for example, to make it easy for the transfer of the data from A to B, from the client software to the auditor software. Okay, so this is an example referred to as a system management software. Okay, that as an auditor you can use. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to our notes. I hope it's clear. If not, don't forget, I'll always ask. Then lastly, we have called the integrated test facility. Okay, the so-called the ITF, the integrated test facility. Okay. Now, in this context, okay, what we call the ITF, okay, what's happened here is that as a company, okay, in most contexts, in most of the audit software or most of the accounting system the client may use, it could be possible for you to create what we call a dummy company. Let me go back to my board, okay, just to explain. Okay, so assume that the company, the client is using Oracle, okay, the Oracle accounting system. So the client is using Oracle accounting system, okay. However, as an auditor, you are quite, you do want, okay, not to interfere with the actual system the client is using. Okay, so you don't want to have the data corrupted. You don't want to corrupt the data of the client. Okay, so data corruption, you don't want that to happen. You don't have that to happen. Okay, now what do you do? Okay, you can, Oracle, for example, can help you out in coming up with a dummy company in the same system. Okay, it is possible to create a new company, just like the way you can have an Excel, for example. Okay, let me just share my Excel, the one you've already used. Okay, just for example, you have this being on the Excel you are currently. Also, this is the account system the client is using. Okay, however, you don't want to corrupt the client data. So what do you do? Okay, you open a new Excel on the same system. Okay, for example, you can say I'll open a new. Okay, I'll open a new account, new sheet here. Okay, so you just open a new one. Okay, that's simply called an ITF. So all the data, for example, you had here, you can transfer them, okay, from sheet 1 to sheet 2. It is possible, okay, transfer them, okay. But that will be called an ITF, okay. Now, in case this becomes now your software here, as an auditor, now you can do all your tests that you want here without the worry that I'll be corrupting the client the data, okay, because the client data is in sheet 1, okay, but now your data is in sheet 2, okay. So that's what we mean by trying to work on ITF. But here in the ITF, okay, as I mentioned, if the client is using Oracle, then for example, Oracle is just an example we're trying to use, okay. Then you can decide, okay, I'll open a dummy company. I'll open a dummy company, okay. So I'll open a new company, okay, dummy company in the Oracle system, okay, separate from the current client system. And now that dummy company I've just created is where I'll be carrying out my test, okay? Be it be the test of detail or be it be the test of control, okay? So you're creating a dummy company, okay? And if possible, you're going to be transferring all the data, all the client data, okay, from the actual account system they're using now to the dummy account system I've just opened on the same system of the company, okay? called an ITF. Okay, so it is integrated into the company main account system. Okay, the only difference that here we have just created a dummy company. Okay, a dummy company. Okay, and now all our tests shall be doing shall be carried on that dummy company we have created. Okay, from the original company. Okay, the original being in quote. Okay, they're called ITF. Okay, was referred to as the ITF, the integrated test facility. Okay. Hope it's clear. Okay, so let's go back to our notes. Okay, so the ITF involve the auditors establishing, okay, a mini company or a dummy company on live files processed by the application system. Okay, so either we can just pick the data dead. Okay, so here you can have either the data you can pick. It can be live data. Okay, sorry. It can be live data, can be live, or it can be dead. It can either be live or dead. It can be dead. Okay, so live simply means therefore that all the data as they happen, they shall be transferred into your main company. Okay, they shall be transferred into your main company. Your main, so all the data, all the information that are being processed in the company main account system are being transferred into your dummy company. Okay, live file processing. Okay, or you can just pick, you can decide I'll pick the data from this particular day to this particular day. Okay, so the live data are not being processed. Okay, so it's a choice that you make. Okay, on how you're going to be having your ITF. Okay. For example, in a payroll system, the auditor must establish a master file record for a fictitious employee. Okay, the auditor then submits test data to the application system as part of the normal transaction entered in the system. The most the effects of their data on the dummy entry they have established. Okay, so more or less, okay, it's you to choose. Okay, what section do you want? Okay, do you want the entire data all the way from payroll to receivables to whatever you want? Okay, now don't forget, now this is simply is your test data side now. Okay, is now is your dummy company that you just created. Okay, it's you to test as you want it to be. Okay, so seems to be a question. I hope. So actually, what do you mean by live or dead? Okay, yeah, I hope I've explained what is mean by live or dead. Okay, so live means that the data of the ITF, or the dummy company of created, shall be picked as it happened. Okay, so more or less that it's a mirror, okay, of what is happening on the client system. If the client enters or create a new customer, then the same appears on your side also as an auditor. Okay, immediately. Okay, it's happening live. Okay, is like what you're doing here. The class is live. Okay, but don't forget you can access the same class. Okay, once the class is over. Okay, in that quote before, it's called the dead side. Okay, but it's still there. However, you are more or less access the data way after it happened. Okay, called the dead. Okay, live and the dead. Oh, it's clear, Ashley. Okay. And those are some of the audit softwares, okay, that you can use when it comes to carrying out the audit work, okay, all the way from the GAS to the use of the ITF, okay. Hope it's clear, okay. The main class, the other classification we had was on the test data, okay, on the test data. Don't forget test data, as I mentioned. Now, these are going to be the data we are going to be using. Okay, we are going to be feeding into the client system. So, okay, Quinta, you have a question before we progress? Let me unmute you, Quinta. Yes, Quinta.
Kindly repeat the system management software.
The system management software. So I mentioned in case of the system manual software, okay, conventionally, okay, you can use as per the what I've explained on the slide, okay, but conventionally the system manual softwares are meant to assist if there are issues between communication between two systems, their main audit software and the client accounting software. Okay, if the two, for example, are not able to communicate. Okay, so what do you do as an auditor? Okay, you may, for example, have to use a software that assists you in. Actually, sometimes they are called the embedded test facility. Okay, so okay, just to another term here, just to introduce, they are sometimes called the embedded test facility. Okay, test facility. Okay. Okay, what do they mean? They're trying to be like you're going to have the client, you're going to embed, okay, software on the client main system, okay, on the client main system that will be helping you in, that will be helping you out as an auditor in being able to pick the system, to pick, okay, the system automatically, okay. So if there are issues, I say that in case the two systems can be able to communicate, then you don't need this, okay. But if they are not able to communicate, what do you do? Okay, you're going to be embedding a third party, cannot a third party, it can be a third software, okay, on the client system to assist the flow of communication between your software and the client system, okay. And especially if, for example, you want the test to be done live, okay, not dead, okay, that is going to be quite helpful. Okay, you want the data or the information from the client to your software, okay, to be live. Okay, in that context, therefore, then you may have to have that software to connect the two systems. Okay, your system or your software as monitor and the client software. Okay, and that's just what I mean. It can be used in comparing the source code and the object code. Okay, if, for example, the two programs maybe are not able to work together. Okay, so you can now try to embed it into the main systems of the client and assist the communication between the two flows. Okay, I hope it's clear. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so back to the test data. Okay. If, for example, as I mentioned, that as an auditor, you don't assess as to whether the company internal control systems are working, okay, in a particular area, maybe it can be purchase cycle, in the payroll systems of the company. So what can you do? You can maybe have fictitious, okay, data. You feed in dummy data, okay, into the system. With that purpose in mind, that I want to assess whether are the controls working. I want to do the test of detail. I want to do the test of control. Okay, so you feed in fictitious data. Okay, you feed in fictitious data to the system. Okay, don't forget here, you're not creating your own company. Okay, you're not creating your own company. Okay, you're simply using dummy data. Okay, on the client system. Okay, either dead or live. Okay, then you can make a comparison. Okay, and now if you're doing, for example, a walkthrough test, okay, the one I've already mentioned, okay, you're doing a walkthrough test, okay, you're going to take the transaction all the way from the first step to the last step, okay, observing, okay. If, for example, you're doing maybe the purchase cycle, okay, maybe the first thing that happened is someone needs to raise a requisition. Before someone gets purchased, someone must raise a requisition, okay. Now, what do you do as an auditor, okay? You're going to expect, okay, that once you raise a requisition, okay, employee raise a requisition, and you need to go, for example, to the head of the department. Okay, it's going to go to the head of the department, who is going to authorize it. Okay, he is going to authorize it that, hey, this purchase is okay, it's legitimate. Okay, then it should be bought. Okay, you should buy this particular good that the employee wants. Okay. Now, this is one control you are expecting. Okay, there should be authorization by the head of the department. Okay, so you do the same. So you feed in a fictitious requisition in the system. Okay, then it goes to it should go to the head of the department. Okay, so you go to the side in quote of the head of the department, try to see, okay, can I be able, or can that requisition pass through the system without the authorization? Okay, so you're trying to trace, okay, how you have already support a predetermined result. We need to see authorization occurring. Okay, in actual sense, on my dummy data, can I be able to bypass that control? Okay, But by trying to see whether, trying to compare what you are expecting versus what is actually happening. Okay, trying to test, for example, the control. Are the controls working? However, we feed in fictitious data. Okay, that's the key thing here. Okay, these are fictitious set of transactions, which again we feed into the class system. Okay, we're already trying to assess that whether things are working. That's called the use of test data. As I mentioned, one thing you have to be very careful is that once you're done with the test, you need to have the data deleted, okay, because you don't want to corrupt the class system, okay, with fictitious data. Because if you forget, then they may become part and parcel of the client data, okay, which was wrong data, okay, which was dummy data, okay. So once the test is done, okay, don't forget you need to ensure the data is deleted, okay, that will be the test data, okay. So here is a fictitious set of transactions which are input to the client system in order to determine whether the internal control examples are working. Okay, are they operating effectively? Okay, I call the test, the use of the test data. Okay, hope it's clear. Okay. Okay, that's called the test data. Okay. Now, how do you test data? Okay, I think I already mentioned that. Okay, for example, you want to test space control in the computer programs. Okay, and this is more or less for the walkthrough test. Okay, for example, the use of the walkthrough test. Okay, the walkthrough test. Okay, I think I already mentioned. Okay, you can also use them to test transaction either live or dead. Okay, I think I already mentioned the key difference. What do you mean by live? What do you mean by dead? Okay. And sometimes you can use as the embedded facility. Okay, so here actually you have to be quite careful. Okay, the two might be slightly different. Okay, in some contexts they could be different. Okay, the two of them. Okay, they could be different. Okay, and that's called the use of test data. Okay, the use of test data. Okay, either you can use testing either live, or the testing can also be done dead. Okay, live testing, as I mentioned, is where you're going to be testing the client system when the client is actually using the system. Okay, if you're doing the test, you're using test data. Okay, it means the client logs into the system, and you also enter in the same system into the same system. Okay, they call the use of the test data. Okay, there is the test data. Don't forget, for the case of the ITF. Okay, for the case of the ITF. Okay, what normally happens is that you create a dummy company, not dummy data now. Okay, a dummy company. Okay, on the dummy company, you can transfer all the client data into your dummy company, and now you can do all the things that you want. Okay, the chance of now the data being corrupted is a bit low. Why? Because this is a dummy company. The client is not working on your dummy company. The client has his own system, and you have your own dummy company that you've just created. Okay, so in the case of the ITF, the chance of data corruption is a bit low. Okay, compared to where you're going to have the test data itself, okay, without the ITF being involved. Okay, hope it's all clear on that. Okay, that's on the cuts. Okay, the test data as well as the use of the audit softwares. Okay. Now, what are the advantages to the company you have as an auditor when it comes to the use of cuts? Okay, of course they have their own advantages. They have their own disadvantages. Okay, now as I mentioned, don't forget you have to weigh the cost that comes with you adopting a given system. Okay, versus what are the potential benefit I will be receiving. Okay, so comparison of those two. Okay. So data, for example, data can test programs as well as the general internal controls with the computers. Okay, so it is possible for you to be able to test. Okay, actually, because now they are going to use a computer. Okay, the extent to which the test can be done. Okay, okay, I think that has been explained number 2. Okay, is going to be much wider. Okay, compared to an instance. Okay, where you have to use in quotes the manual audit work or the manual audit systems. Okay, so we are going to be, for example, if you're going to do addition, okay, you do add manually, okay, the old way. Okay, now that's going to be quite chaotic. Okay, if you want to do, for example, the ratio, okay, You have to do as simple as you do them in the main exam that you normally do. Okay. Now you can take a lot of time. Okay, in case you have tons and tons of data to audit. Okay. However, if you have the use of softwares, okay, all you just need to just program it. Okay, which is going to assist you quite well. Now, actually, okay, I should have shown you the Thomson Reuters, okay, audit software, okay, and what it can do. Okay. Actually, I think let me show you the Thomson Reuters and what they can do, okay, so that you can appreciate, you can be able to appreciate it, okay. Okay, so let me go to check for you, okay. Okay, Thomson Reuters software, audit software is what I want us to use. Okay, let me check how I can get it. Okay. Okay, so let me share my screen, okay, on the Thomson Reuters audit software. Okay. So generally, like, okay, in this context, okay, this is an audit software that generally, okay, that you can use as an auditor, okay, to assist you in doing the audit. Okay, as I mentioned, audit, you have to be quite careful. Is that the expense that comes with it? Okay, the expense that comes with it. Okay. I think there was a time they had a video that can help you in understanding. Okay, so simply Doggett is you can maybe later on. Okay, check it out. Okay, so just go search Thomson Reuters audit software. Okay, it will help you out. Okay. Yes, so here maybe just a short video. It's a 1-minute video. Okay, that can help you help us out in understanding. Okay, what we call a specially designed. Okay, audit software. Okay, don't forget this is going to be a specially designed audit software. Okay, purposely written for to assist auditors in their work. Okay, so let me just play this video. You can see my video. David, let me just ask. David, can you see my video?
I can see it.
Okay, fine. Okay. If allows simply effective accounting firms to unlock new ways of working. So it's technology between finance. Accounting system and the CPA firm's technologies. It allows us to a collaborative way of working. So clients can share information. They can start to share data feeds from their accounting system. Transactional data that we can find about 100% of accounting systems that clients use allows us to start automating the data that we know CPAs actually for audit. And that's what we do. It's not something that's delivered. To collaborate with Thomson Reuters to help import so to be able to create a combined suite of we can move from getting the data, all the data analytics, getting that into the content, and then filtering that into the audit workflow tools. Technology. Okay. I hope you have been, if you want to go in detail, okay, it can help you out in being able to understand. I could suppose that maybe you may want to go through it, okay? It's just an example of one of the audit software that is going to be used, okay, that you can use as an auditor when it comes to doing your audit work, okay? Okay, for example, there are a number of things that can be done, okay, can help you out, okay? So I presuppose that maybe just for to have a good understanding, you may want to, okay, you can go to the site, okay, to have a better understanding. What do you mean by a specialized audit software, okay? And this is one of them, okay? The Thomson Reuters audit software, okay? So I suppose that you should go through it, okay? Now, someone is asking for a break. Wow, it's now already 9:40. I don't know whether there's a need for break or we end the class maybe a bit earlier. What should we do, David? Someone is asking for a break. David, I want to unmute you. David, you've ran away. Where are you now? David, your mic is even off. Kami,
Yes.
should we take a break or we end the class? Or we end the class at 9:50 in the next 8 minutes? I think it's better we end the class in the next 8 minutes. What do you suppose?
Yeah.
Okay.
We end early.
Okay. All right. Okay, so that is an example, okay, of what we refer to as a specialized designed audit software. Okay, the example was mentioned there for Thomson Reuters. Okay. So generally, okay, another advantage, okay, is that they can test transaction rather than paper records that could be incorrect, okay, and of course they could be effective, cost effective in the long term. In the short term, that should not be the case. Okay, they're quite expensive. Okay, in the case of the Thomson Reuters, if I remember the figures, they could be 20 million. Okay, just to buy that software. Okay, 20 million. Okay, and of course you pay an annual fee of I think 100,000. Okay, so it's quite expensive. Okay. So in the short term, they are quite expensive. In the long term, okay, generally, don't forget, they're a bit cheaper, okay, compared to the amount of hours that you'll be saved on, okay, as an auditor, okay. Don't forget, actually, in case we have a specially designed audit software, okay, it can even give you the procedures you can use. If, for example, you're doing a test on inventory, you're doing a test of detail on inventory, okay, it gives you, okay, these are some of the audit procedures you can use when doing the test on the inventory, okay. So it's you as not to choose, okay, which procedure will I be using, okay. So in quote, you don't need to cram, okay, the procedure I should be using in this particular context, okay. So they make your work quite easy, okay. The opacity, for example, in case, for example, you're done the test on the inventory, okay, you've just put them into the system, okay. Now you don't need to recall what did I do then, okay. So the report extraction becomes much more easier in future, okay. Okay, the result from CATS, the last one, can be compared with the result from the traditional testing. By traditional testing, I mean the manual system, okay, the old way, okay, doing this manually, okay, and if the result can correlate, then it becomes quite easy, okay. The confidence, the overconfidence you have as an auditor on the work becomes a bit more, okay. Hey, Karen, you want to run away? You've already entered your name. Of course, it has own disadvantages. Okay, as mentioned at the beginning, the cost can be quite high. Okay, it can be quite expensive, especially in case you're going to be buying specialized audit softwares. Okay, in case you're going to be buying specialized audit softwares that whose main purpose is they're designed with the audit in mind. Okay, They can be quite expensive in the short term. In the long term, maybe they may be cheaper, but in the long term, okay, they could be quite expensive, okay, in the short term. Our software audit staff need to be trained as how they can use it. Okay, of course, like in a software, okay, they need to be training. Okay, and of course, the more specialized the audit software it is, the more work you have, you as the audit firm, okay, in training your workers. Okay, so definitely training has to be done. Okay, and of course, this add on to the cost. Okay, this add on to the cost. Okay, because you need to train, okay, your employees on how to use the software. Okay. Not all cloud systems will be compatible with software, as noted with the CAS. You can mention that. Okay, not all systems will be compatible. Okay, and that's why you may have to have another software. Okay, what we are referring to as the embedded test facility. Okay, that can help, or the SMS. Okay, the system manual software. Okay, that can at least try to link the two systems if they're not communicating. Okay. If they're not compatible, then wow, it can be quite something for your monitor. Okay, so generally, then you may have to incur an extra cost of trying to buy or code a new program altogether. Okay, the embedded test facility. Okay, then if the test is going to be done live, okay, as mentioned, you have to be very careful. Okay, there could be instances where the client data might be corrupted. Okay, so be careful. If you're done with the test, or you're done with the test data, okay, then you need to ensure you delete them at the end of the test. Okay, so you don't forget. Okay, once you're done with the test, ensure you're done. You delete those dummy or the fictitious data you did enter into the system. Otherwise, it becomes part of the part and parcel of the client system, of the client data. Okay, which means therefore clients will have a data that is corrupted. Okay, so once you've done the test, all the dummy data you had fed into the system need to be deleted. Okay, and that's on the CATs, on the computer assisted audit technique. Okay, but for the CATs, just think. Okay, anywhere I'll be using the client information. Okay, anywhere I'll be using, so only way I'll be using a computer to assist me in my audit work. Okay, it's what we refer to as the CATs. Okay, anywhere computer comes into play, comes to assist you in doing your audit work, is what we refer to as the use of CATs. Okay, so Quinta, I think you have a question. Okay, Quinta.
Kindly go back to the slide of advantages.
Advantages, okay. There you go.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, there's someone else who have a question, so let me take them out. Kami.
On the disadvantages,
Yes.
can you explain point 3 again?
Okay, Quinta, are you done with the advantages?
Let me take a picture.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So Kami, you're asking in point?
Point 3.
Point 3, not all client systems will be compatible with the softwares used with the CATs. Okay. We see that generally, don't forget it's the two systems. Okay, we see that you're going to have your own system. Okay, the audit software you're using as an auditor, and the client has their own accounting software. Okay, so in some instance, okay, there could be if you're lucky, okay, if you to use that term, okay, that your audit software or your audit accounting system, okay, your audit system you're using as auditor, and what the client is using can be able to communicate, okay, that it is possible for us to extract. Let me just give an example, okay. It is possible for you to transfer data from Excel to Word, is it? It is possible. Yeah. Okay, it's possible. Like for example, a simple example, you can copy data from Excel and paste it as a table in the Microsoft Word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is really possible. Okay, you can just copy a table from the Excel and paste it on Microsoft Word. Okay, that's a simple way of trying to communicate. The two systems can communicate. Okay, now if, however, okay, you cannot, or the two, it can happen. Okay, then you may need a third software to come in between the two of them. Okay, let me go back to my board. Let me go back to my board here. Okay, so. Okay, this is what so if the two systems can communicate, okay, the software you have here in the client system, the communication is easy, okay, assume that can happen, then you don't need any IT here, okay. But now, if they can't communicate, the flow of communication has been blocked by whatever it is has made the system to communicate, okay. Now, you may need another software to assist in the two to communicate. Okay. Now, don't forget, by having a separate software coming in between, that comes at cost to you as an auditor. No, it's not the client who's going to pay for that particular software. It's you now as an auditor to buy that extra software, or you may want to transfer the data manually. Okay, which of course may take a lot of time. Okay, or in case you have the finances, you have the budget, then you can buy a separate software. Okay, to assist the two systems to be able to communicate. Okay. Coming, I don't know if it's clear. Coming, you went quiet, okay? So on the chat, I think I've seen, yes, it's clear. From Kami, it's clear, okay? Quinta, you have another question?
No.
Okay, you don't have a question. Okay, that's the word referred to as the CAT, the use of computer-assisted audit technique. Okay, the computer-assisted audit technique. Okay. Okay, so the next is the use of okay, a simple question on the chat. Okay, so next is going to be the use of work of others, okay, on ISA 620, which I think we can discuss tomorrow on the using the work of others, the ISA 620 and ISA 405. Yes, okay. So I guess we can meet tomorrow. We discuss all the two. Okay, don't forget to sign the register. Okay, you enter your admission number and their name on the chat. Okay, don't forget to put it tomorrow. You may need to prepare for maybe some question on the same way we did on the last week. Okay, on the MCQs on the e-learning. Okay, so prepare for it. Okay. And Karen and Link, if you like, don't forget you need to have your e-learning issues sorted out. Okay, so that you can be able to access the notes, to access the e-learning. Okay, have your issue sorted out as soon as possible. I will save this video, okay, and I will send it to you later on. Okay, so sign off, write down your name and admission number. Okay, see you tomorrow.